and Quan.
And welcome to another show. We're glad that you decided to tune in with us. Do us a favor. First, like, share, subscribe, because that's going to help us out. For real. That's really going to help us out. Also, if you're on Facebook or whatever, go to the Back Porch Sports Podcast War Room, where we got all types of updates. I mean, even because football season is basically officially on us. It's gonna be a lot of trash talk.
A lot of trash talk. So y'all need to make sure y'all follow.
So y'all follow us and everything. And without further ado, kick that theme music. Hey y'all, what's up, man? This is the Back Porch Sports Podcast, yo, coming back at you with another one.
Another one.
As DJ Cali would say. How you doing, man? How was your week, bro?
It's going. It's on a Tuesday, so got a lot of ground to cover still.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, that's that Tuesday Norbert was singing about.
Bruce came in and said, "Keep right on. You won't see wins."
Like you want to see a bee go down the slide.
Well, I weigh 155.
Yo. Well, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So first things first, trade deadline ended an hour and some change, almost 2 hours ago. All right, so it was a couple of big names that moved. One name in particular was Chase Young. He went from the Commanders to the 49ers. The rich get richer.
Woo, well, I'm telling you, boy, 49ers don't mind paying.
I know, boy. 49ers got money to boy. But you pairing him with Nick Bosa, good God.
If he can stay healthy.
Right. He's just coming off an injury and whatnot. So if he can stay healthy, then that will be something to look out for.
So I wonder what is the signaling for the Commanders. Seem like they just in the rebuild fully.
The Commanders, it's crazy because why would y'all be tanking right now?
I don't know.
I mean, because y'all pretty much gave the Eagles everything they can handle Sunday. Y'all play and y'all play everybody tight. So I don't get why you are mortgaging. You know what? They ain't want to pay him because of the injury history. That's what it is.
He is injury prone, but I mean, when he is healthy, he could be something to mess with. Now they pairing him with Nick Bosa, so woo.
If they can sustain, I'm not gonna go ahead. I'm going ahead of myself.
No, go ahead.
Sometimes you got to put the cart before the horse to get the way you need to go, but the cart always stay behind. But we ain't gonna do him like that. But another name of note, Joshua Dobbs. He got traded to the Vikings. Because of Kirk Cousins' Achilles injury. Now we're seeing that Achilles injuries are not really that serious because now we see Aaron Rodgers on the sideline of Jets games. So y'all might want to test him. But
interesting.
And very interesting. Here's something else though. The Commanders got rid of another one. They got rid of Montez Sweat. They sent him to the Bears. I'm like, yo, they are getting rid of everybody.
Cleaning house.
I mean, it's another big one. Leonard Williams, he got traded yesterday from the Giants to the Seahawks. That was
that's nice.
That was a pretty good deal. And of course, last week was Kevin Byard from the Titans. He got traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. So, I mean, people trying to tool up to make this championship run. But anyway, kudos to y'all for, striking a deal at 11 o'clock. But speaking of the 49ers, let's talk about them just for a little while. We ain't going to be before you long. So the 49ers, The 49ers are losers of 3 games in a row. Now, this team started off 5-0 and have lost 3 consecutive games. Like Cat Williams said, consecutive means one after the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's my question. Well, it's not even a question. It's more of a statement. The 49ers are losing, and it don't look pretty. And I said that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, now here's the thing. Did we overreact to the 49ers?
I think so.
I think we kind of anointed them one of the best teams in the NFC. But, you know, everybody knows the NFL is a week-by-week league. But when you're losing week after week after week, something is a foul. Something is amiss. Now, here's the thing. This is the thing I have a problem with, though. Brock Purdy, of course, you know, there was some injuries involved. I know Debo Samuel was injured. Christian McCaffrey
went down.
You know, they red boy, blue boy. But here's the thing. I didn't see that same energy. I ain't see that. They crucified my guy. The great 8. They crucified him. But Brock Purdy got a pass.
Mm-hmm.
That screams something to me that I'm not going to share now. If you want to know about what it screams to me, check out the Back Porch Sports Podcast War Room only on Facebook.
Okay.
But here's the thing. See, the 49ers, they're kind of used to stumbling. In 2022, they started 3-4. And of course, they took a beat down that year. That was last year, a 44-23 beat down from the Kansas City Chiefs. 2021, they started 2-4, 3-5, and they wound up in the NFC Championship game. And in, I want to say it was the year before. The past couple of years they've been starting off kind of shaky. This is probably the best start they've had in a while. And now you lose to Cleveland. Who else they lost? They just lost to Cincinnati.
And they lost to I can't remember that third one.
It's that third one. It's a team they wasn't. I know it was a team. All 3 of those losses, those are teams they ain't supposed to lose to, in my opinion. So I am welcoming your take on the San Francisco 49ers.
I think I seen something this week about the 49ers losing and what's maybe causing them to lose, or what makes them different from a team like the Eagles, who are 7-1, I believe.
Yeah.
The Eagles win in different ways. They can win defensively. They can win offensively. The 49ers, they just rely on that defense and Christian McCaffrey on the offensive side of the ball. So it's really that old school football of playing good defense and running the football, and letting Brock Purdy just pretty much be a great game manager and not turning over the ball too much, which I think they have they're kind of expecting too much out of him right now. They need to go back to what they was doing before and rely on Christian McCaffrey, who is probably the MVP of that team, the most valuable player of that whole entire roster. Yeah, they're putting too much pressure on Purdy, and he's turning over the football, which isn't good. And other teams are just taking advantage of the lack of variety they have on the offense, really. I mean, yes, their defense is scary. I mean, you know, all the defensive players that they have, all 11 men on the field, they all sprint to the football, which is really scary. We all know what they're about in their defense, but it's just a matter of trying to figure out, okay, do we want Brock Purdy to be, put the team on his back and be responsible, or do we want to continue to run this ball with Christian McCaffrey and, just stick to dink and dunk type of offensive play with Brock Purdy passing the ball? But I do think they're putting a lot of they're expecting a lot out of such a young guy, who was on the verge, I felt like, of having a good year. I guess that was the blurred lines of starting 5-0. But
looking through the 49er colored glasses at this point at that time.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, the 49ers take pride in their defense. They just acquired Chase Young, so that could be big, like I said, if he could stay healthy. Mm-hmm. So the defense is continuing to get better, but it's not helping them putting any points on the board. And speaking of the team that they lost to, another team that they lost to was the Vikings.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just think, man, they're expecting too much out of Purdy, and Purdy isn't. He's turning over the ball too much. in key moments.
Yeah.
In key moments.
Key
moments.
Over the ball. Yeah. And you throw 5 picks in 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. 2 to the Bengals, 2 to the Vikings, 1 to the Browns. Check this out. That Browns game, he only threw for 125 yards. Mm-hmm. I can pee 125 yards, even at my age now. The next game, then he marginally went back up 272 and then 365 with 1 touchdown. He's thrown 3 touchdowns in the past 3 weeks to 5 picks. That is not conducive to the winning formula. The name of the game for the San Francisco 49ers, and I'm kind of piggybacking off what you just said, is from the quarterback position, take care of the ball. Mm-hmm. That's all you got to do. You got, like I said, you got Chris McCaffrey, you got Deebo Samuel, you got Brandon Ayuk, you got all them boys. George Kittle. I keep forgetting about George Kittle. So you got all of that. Even George Kittle said in the press conference after the loss to the Bengals, like, hey, dude, just don't turn the ball over. Just take care of the ball. Honestly, in my opinion, Brock Purdy needs to come, instead of trying to play hero ball, he needs to come to the game manager side of things.
Yeah.
Just manage the game. You take what the defense give you, and you just manage the game. Don't try to be the hero. I mean, you got picked at the last. You the last pick of the draft for a reason.
I mean that too, and going back to this past week against Cincinnati. I mean, the guy was literally running towards you, and you still threw the ball. But it's just intriguing just looking at that past game. The 49ers, they go fumble, interception, punt, field goal, and touchdown, and then another punt. And the Bengals, Cincinnati, they shut them out in the third quarter to no points. Mm-hmm. They held them to 3 points in the second. Mm-hmm. They held them to 1 touchdown in the fourth and the first. So this, and then what me naming those punts and the interception, field goals are nice depending on the circumstances, but typically they don't win games unless it's like you need a field goal to win the game.
Which they was in that. They had that opportunity, so that's why. And I ain't mean to cut you off. No, I'm not going to give them the Cleveland. I'm not going to put the Cleveland loss on him because
no. I can't fault that. That's the only loss I can't fault him for.
That's the only one I can't give him. And if y'all want to talk about it, please let us know in the comments. But I can't give him that loss because he did what he had to do. Now, the conditions were terrible. You know, you're playing against an AFC North team. Everybody knows this time of year, the AFC North, when you outside in those elements, it is not fun, especially in Ohio. So I'm not going to give him that one. But the other two, I'm going to have to look at you sideways. And I want the media to have that same energy.
And with me, I'm just over here just browsing over all the games that they've played. Yeah. Points wise, they have not been scoring a lot of points. Either they struggle in the first half, or they come out in the second half and don't do anything. So really, the defense has been putting them in winning positions to be still 5-3. So right. I mean, they haven't been putting a lot of points on the board offensively, and I mean, thanks to the defense, has been keeping them in games because then again, the majority of the teams that they have played over the last 6-7 weeks ain't been too hot. I'm just saying.
I'm looking at the same thing.
They playing JV teams who have comparable struggles in offense. So that helps when you have a real good defense.
It really does. It really does. So
and their defense is probably the best in the NFL.
I can't give them that.
Possibly.
I can't give them, but I can give them top 5. But I can't give them best in the NFL.
Who would you pick number 1?
The Purple Rain, of course. Go look at the stats. The stats
Ravens?
will tell you that the Ravens defense is the best defense in the league right now.
I'm gonna have to get with you back on that one.
Oh, we live. Hold on. We live right now. Hold on. 2:23.
Baltimore Ravens, best defense in the NFL.
We can do that. Now they got the best passing defense because wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Because the quietest is kept, the Ravens not really getting up a lot of passing yards. To be real with you.
Let me see.
No, I apologize. According to Fox Sports, the Ravens are number 2.
Okay, we're close enough.
And the 49ers.
Who is number 1?
Right now, the 49ers. Let me make sure this is current. Okay, that's today. So as of today, according to Fox Sports, the Ravens are number 2. 49ers are 9th.
Ooh.
And
I see it right here. Let me see. 1, 5. Yep, that's right. The Cleveland Browns have the number 1 defense in the NFL.
They got the number 1 defense by like that much because they're giving up just a tad bit of less yards than the Ravens are. But here's the thing. Look at touchdowns allowed. The 49ers have allowed 14 touchdowns all year.
Mm-hmm.
To me, as somebody who would look at stats, yards, okay. Teams are going to get yards in garbage time, especially if you blow them out. It's the touchdowns that you allow.
You're right. That costs you. Yeah, because they only giving up maybe 7. Well, they averaging 17.5 points.
Exactly.
So that's still adding up to those touchdowns. Yeah, right. 2 touchdowns or more.
Yeah. So in essence, they are a top 10. So I did do them a favor by saying top 5.
I was a little high on them. Hey, the Browns is quietly number 1 though. I will say that. Because
truth be told, you're not scoring 35 points on the Browns right now.
Nope.
You're not. The closest they got scored to the 35 was 28, and that was by us.
Mm-hmm.
But let's paint the picture real quickly. Do we think the 49ers, even though they got a lot of stuff going on right now, remember they're in a bye week. So they'd actually get right on time. I'm telling you, that's what the doctor ordered. Do you think they can make a run from here?
Right here where they are. And they currently are 5-3. And they second in the division right now. But okay, when they come off the bye week, they play Jacksonville, who's been winning games. They've been winning games. I don't understand how, because we lost to them Sunday. Okay, but it's all right. Y'all.
Let's press pause. Let me press pause right there. So y'all know I bleed purple and black. And it pains me to say it, but y'all got robbed.
Yeah, the referees, called
the refs
crazy play.
But crazy. I'm not gonna say that's an excuse that you can't get had on. But early on in that game, y'all got robbed. Y'all got hosed down. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front with you. I watched the game. I tried to watch. I got it from like halftime on. Y'all got hosed down real bad. But like you said, the 49ers got the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
They got the Jaguars. They got Tampa. They got the Seahawks. They got the Eagles. That's a circle. They play Seahawks again, but this is divisional. So those games are circle too because you just never know what the divisional games. They can go either way. They got Arizona. They got Baltimore. They got Washington, and they got the Rams. So you asking me, can they make a run right here as far as making the playoffs?
It's plausible.
It's possible, but the train is already kind of off track. And depending on the execution from Jaguars coming off that bye week, the Jaguars still playing. I think they either already had their bye week or they're going to have one late. But they still playing.
Yeah.
So I feel like coming off a bye is always kind of tougher on teams that's coming off of it because you really ain't do nothing. Most players go visit family during that time. You know, that's their time alone. That's their, time to get away from football, even though they do get back to it. But nevertheless, I still think they can make the playoffs, but I know one thing: they ain't gonna go 5-0 throughout these last few weeks.
No.
I know that much.
No, because now here's the thing. That Eagles game is significant.
Yes, it is.
That Eagles game is very significant. That's going to decide where the road to the Super Bowl will travel. Will it go to Santa Clara or will it be up there in Philadelphia one more time? That's going to be that one.
They're currently number 5 right now in the NFC conference.
Right.
So you forget about the Lions being 6-2 because they quiet too.
Oh yeah, they real. Now
here's 6-2.
Here's the thing about the Lions, and I hate to say it, but here's the thing about the Lions. They only had one real test. They only had just one real test this year. Kansas City looks mortal. They don't look like what they used to look like.
Okay.
They played around for a few weeks and they came to Baltimore. They got smacked in the head. Go ahead with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they turned around and they played the Raiders last night.
Yeah.
They really have not had a test. I still believe now. I do still believe they're going to make some noise in the NFC.
But just looking, I think they're dangerous though. Even though they can't help who they play.
You're right.
But just looking at the remainder of their schedule, they have an opportunity to maybe take the number 1 seed in the NFC because they play the Chargers, the Bears, the Packers, the Saints, the Bears again, the Broncos, the Vikings, the Cowboys, and the Vikings again. So it's like, they could possibly be the team that you have to go to Detroit and play.
They could possibly be the number 2 seed though.
Or number 1, number 2 seed. Yeah, they gonna be up there somewhere.
Oh, they gonna be in the number.
Yeah, they gonna be up there somewhere.
The crazy thing is, it all depends on what happens December 3rd at 4:25 p.m.
Yeah.
That's the kicker. And honestly, like I've been saying all year, Detroit is my dark horse.
Yeah. I don't know though. Going back to the 49ers, I can't call it.
Right.
I don't think if they continue to play the way that they're playing, I don't think they'll make a run at all. They might fall.
They may stumble out the gate,
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, yes, the defense is good and everything, but like I said, you can't keep relying on that. First off, it causes a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Number 2, you're not putting any points on the board. That's what you need to win the game. And the offense just hasn't been what it should be. Yes, Chris McCaffrey's been playing ball. Mm-hmm. I salute that brother. But the rest of the squad, where has Deebo Samuel been this year?
He's been on the shelf. And your best ability is availability at this point.
You know what I mean?
But again, all those factors are jumbled up in a ball. You still got to take care of the football.
Yeah, they do.
Regardless of who's on the shelf, where the shelf at, what is the light on in the room where the shelf is sitting, you still got to take care of that football. That's just me. Because again, we got to have this. The energy got to go across the board. It got to go across the board. If you're gonna have it for one, you got to have it for the other 31. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get out of here, let me go try something new. I'm gonna try something with you. I'm gonna give you a quiz.
Okay.
I want you to tell me who is this quarterback. I'm gonna give you a stat line. This quarterback went 24 for 38 for 241 yards, 2 interceptions, a 59.2 passer rate, and a 63.2 completion percentage.
P-Mac, Patrick Mahomes.
Of course, P-Mac. Yes, sir. Oh my God, boy, you was studying. I swear, boy, you get an A+. You passed the class, dog. Go to hell. He passed the class, y'all. He passed the class. Oh my God, he could have let the backup play. I'm gonna end on that note. The backup could have did it. Look,
Denver surprised me. I'm just saying. We were just talking about Denver last week.
We were just talking. We hung them out to dry last week. We talked about future, and we put everything in the pot. And then I be John Brown. They gonna come out there and beat up on Patrick Mahomes.
But like you said, Kansas ain't the same Kansas. As you can see, they went back and got a familiar name. They had to go back. They said, "Look, we need somebody over here." They traded my boy to the Jets, I believe.
And then when they got him back,
and then they had to go get him back. But
like a rubber band, just boing them back.
Kansas, I got popped in the mouth last year. And that's why I'm not really saying too much about the Kansas City Chiefs, because, they was the most slept team in the NFL last year.
Yes,
but I will say their offense does not look the same.
It does not. It has not looked explosive. Right now, Mahomes is playing hero ball because technically he ain't got nobody. I mean, he got some pieces, Travis Kelce, but he ain't really got that home run hitter. Right,
yeah. But they still winning games, so I
got to give it to them.
I don't mess with Kansas, I throw my hands up when it comes down to Kansas.
Look, let me tell you something.
They won the Super Bowl without number one receiver. That was enough. That was enough for me to set up.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I got to give them that part. But I'm like Bernie Mac. I'm like Bernie Mac. I ain't scared of you, MFers. I'm just saying.
But they beat them. They beat them. But like I said, man, Kansas ain't Kansas. Like we, used to seeing them at, when they were at their peak. But every team got their downfall, and they kind of in the rebuilding stage at the wide receiver core.
Yeah,
they had a big name go, and
they square off against the Dolphins this week. Is that 2 in a row?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak on that too early, because Andy Reid know Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill know Andy Reid, and it's familiar faces most of the time. I don't know. I know he'll get a touchdown. I think he'll get a touchdown, but I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't see Kansas City defense really containing Tyreek Hill and them boys for 60 minutes.
I feel like if nobody else can't do it, Kansas should be able to do it, whether you got Honey Badger back there or not. You got
that's a name I heard in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where Honey Badger.
I think he was safe. I think he went back home. But see, the key to that game is do not try to play hero ball. Miami's defense is a lot better than it was the first part of the season. They've got some pieces back. Mm-hmm. B, honestly, Kansas City is going to have to play the Miami Dolphins game, meaning they're going to have to go score for score at this point. Because
I don't think it's going to be a score for score type game, though.
Hey, we said that about Miami and Denver.
Yeah, but it just turned out 70-20.
If they put a 70 boy, you ain't seen the 70 boy in a long time. I ain't never seen the 70 boy
I ain't never seen a 70 boy either.
Shoot, even when the Patriots was ripping and running back in the day, they ain't put no 70 boy on nobody.
But listen, check this out though. You know how Kansas is now. They playing in Kansas.
No, they going overseas. They going to Germany.
They going overseas.
Yes, they going to Germany.
I don't know. I really don't know now.
I don't know.
Tyreek Hill may not be able to breathe that type of air over there in Germany, so he may not be able to run. You know what I'm saying? My boy,
he's not going to Amsterdam. He's not going to Amsterdam. He's going to Germany.
I know, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? The oxygen levels may be a little different over there. You know, they talk tight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they working with us together. They some mean. Well, never mind. I ain't gonna say that right now.
They got schnitzel on. I'm sorry. Sorry, Germany. You know, don't hurt me. But
I'm saying, but my boy, good for getting touchdown running right to the sideline and sit down. So
I'm just saying, man. Like, hey.
I don't know, man. I don't think it'd be a score for score. Somebody gonna get blown out. I don't know who's gonna be.
It could go honestly.
Gonna get blown out or shut out.
Honestly, it could go either way. And we ain't said that about Kansas City in a long time. It could go either way. That's all I got for you. But yes, so good show, man. Good show. Guys, thank y'all. Y'all really blew up last week's video, man. We appreciate y'all for that. Just do me a quick favor, you know, brother to sister, how you want to do it, brother to sister, brother, however y'all go. I don't judge, you know. Leave a like.
The views and opinions expressed are not of Fonz, Quan, or Back Porch Sports Podcast. Viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised.
Man,
I'm just saying,
you need to leave Ricky Smiley alone. You need to start listening to Ricky Smiley.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. Look, it's a lot of my head these days, man.
Hey, look, man. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying.
Listen, man. I believe taking these days and getting the original birth certificate, boy.
Look, you can't look at the ID no more.
You can't look at the ID no more, boy. Good God. Got to take them to certain service houses to get the original birth certificate. What you were born at.
Listen, who you file taxes under? That's what I want to know. Oh, my bad.
The views and opinions expressed are not of Fonz, Quan, or Back Porch Sports Podcast. Viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised.
Dude, man.
I'm just saying, man. Look, boy.
Got that BBL back there, boy. You got all They got all hypnotized.
It look like water in your hips. It be swaying from to and fro.
Y'all swaying the whole time you're a dagger.
My thing is, look, I'm sorry, I got to do it, man. Why you gonna get a BBL and then you look like a lowercase b when you walking? You ain't. Lawyers, well, I'm sorry.
Expressed are not of Fonz, Quan, or Back Porch Sports Podcast.
Well, we finna get canceled like a mug, boy. Man, if we gonna go out, we might as well just go ahead and go out. Dad, go there, look go out with a blaze of glory. I'm trying to tell you. So I walk around looking like an alphabet. Just, I'm sorry. Look, especially when you ain't got no legs. How you look? Look, your leg is that thin, but your booty it's about that big. It don't matter. Just like an upside down exclamation point. But anyway, we gonna go ahead and jump out here because we done them people's coming after us. The ASPCA, PETA, and the dog school bus is coming up after us. I don't care. And one thing about the back porch, yo, and all jokes aside, it go down the back porch. I'm just saying, you subject to hear some stuff that ain't quite right. I'm just saying, but charge it to our heads and not ours.
I'm just trying to protect all the fellas out there. You know what I'm saying? Cause
he done gave him a PSA.
Yeah, man, you been got hypnotized. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you can't look under that no more.
Even that don't work.
Listen, I'm gonna put it to like this: if she could palm a basketball, her name is not Lisa Leslie. You need the bag back. You need the bag back. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to tell you, you got to check.
The views and opinions expressed are not of Fonz, Quan, or Back Porch Sports Podcast.
That's a record.
Viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised.
I swear that's a record. I done hit that button about 4 times. Man. All right, let's go get out of here, man. But look, just leave us a comment. Let us know how you like the show, and Hey, what happened? Oh, appreciate y'all. Really do. I really appreciate y'all. We really appreciate y'all, man. We do
Not
this
at all.
for y'all.
Listen, I really want to tell the comments. I got a question. Who is the better receiver? Or what was the receiver that you would choose? Tyreek Hill or AJ Brown? When we get some comments, we'll be back next week to discuss that.
Oh yeah, we'll put that out there because I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all my answer early. It's neither.
What?
But we'll talk about that next week on the show. So be back at the same time, same channel.
So let me. I'm gonna rephrase it because I want to answer from Fonz. Who is receiver number 1?
Justin
Tyreek
Jefferson
Hill or AJ Brown? But who's the real number 1 receiver?
Who's the real number 1 receiver? We'll talk about that
Between
next week. Between those, I thought you was talking about.
No.
I thought you were sprinkling. No. I just want
to talk about AJ Brown or Tyreek Hill. That's the only thing I got to talk about.
That's all you got to do.
Justin Jefferson on the bench. We ain't talking about Justin Jefferson. We be back. We ain't talking about Justin Jefferson. We talking about AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill.
Okay, you ain't had to do my close personal friend Justin Jefferson like that.
He ain't got a quarterback, so he might as well stay.
We did a show on that dude, man. We showed him some tremendous love on this platform. You cannot do my boy like that.
He got a peanut about to be quarterback for him.
Bye. So we see y'all next time, okay?
Y'all look like the peanut Brown family. He quarterback.
The views and opinions expressed are not of Fonz, Quan, or Back Porch Sports Podcast.
I'm done.
Viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised.
He's like a bald-head Mr. Peanut. But anyway, we're going to get up out of here. And I'm bald too, but dang, that dude bald. But it's the... look.
No, this is the vibe.
Hold on. Look, if he got the Jada Pinkett, look, my bad, yo. I don't...
Yo.
Bye. Hey, we'll see y'all next week, man. See y'all next week.
Oh,